Hey everybody, welcome to Delta Lodge Outdoors. And today I'm sitting here, I'm in my shop. It is Monday, June 24th, so this one will come out Tuesday, June 25th. Just been a rough few weeks. We've been doing a bunch of running and trying to get shit figured out for the future of THS and DFO and everything, so we're working on a lot of shit there. Think we've got everything lined out to where we need to be, and spent this weekend doing a lot of work around our place here at Running Waters Ranch. My driveway was shit from when I bought it, and I hadn't had time to. I haven't made time to fix it. I guess it would be the proper answer to that. So this weekend, set up and did a lot of work, and because I had my dump trailer here and everything, so I moved probably 50 yards of clay material to the driveway area so that we could start building it back up to get it where it needs to be. Because, like I said, it's like hammered dog shit. So I did the tractor work, got all the materials good to go. Then when I got ready to start loading them, I hooked the dump trailer up and had my wife come there, and she would pull them to where I wanted them so I could dump them, and I'd level them. She'd go over there and wait, and I'd load her again. We hauled probably 35, 40 yards like that. Got it situated to what we needed it to be, and for now, so the driveway's got a little bit. We did, like I said, some work to the driveway to get it somewhat better than it was. It was usable. It was just rough. Now it's a lot smoother. We'll let this pack in, and once it packs in, we will go across it again with some more clay, and then pack that in. Then do some sand material, some rock on it and everything, and then after that, we ought to be good to go. So that's where we're at and what we did on that part. Also, we my roping pen with my horses, so to be able to set up and do that. My riding pen, my round pen, my roping and riding pen there is it had about 3 foot tall grass in it, and so I got all that chopped down. You kind of piled it all up and loaded it over and took it to my wife's goats because it was kind of dusty and everything, so they were happy to have it, and cleaned that area up where I've got a little bit more tractor work to do in it, and I'll have it back to where it's usable, and hopefully I get some time to start putting on these horses. We got, I'm pretty sure all 5 of my brood mares are bred, and which I'm excited about because I have a really good stud prospect, and some people that listen to this, I know horses. My stud prospect is a grandson of one-time Pepto, so he's out of Pepto Boone Small and Moonstruck Cat, which goes back to Highbrow Cat. He's got some Moonstruck Cat goes also back to like I said, Highbrow, and there it goes somewhere, somehow goes to Dash for Cash. It's his top side. His bottom side is Shining Spark and Leo, which is all cow bred, like should just eat a cow or be a hell of a reining horse. So we're excited about the prospects we have there off of him. Then I have some really good mares that we crossed him with. So yeah, I know one of my mares for sure. I know what day she got bred. So she's like 2.5 months along. So we're looking at March the 13th or so start having foals of 2025. Super excited about that. We've got 2 yearling stud colts that we'll start putting some time on in the next couple weeks, and getting them situated, and excited about those opportunities too, because these are 2 pretty good bred stud prospects, and if they don't make prospects for studs, they'll make hellacious geldings. So that's where we're at on that, and once we get them situated to how we want them, then we'll go from there. So right now, like I said, it's almost 6 o'clock. Recording this one on Monday night. I've got a big work meeting in the morning, mandatory supervisor meeting. Those yearly things that we do. So do that, then I'll head back to the Panhandle. But we we're sitting here today. Like I said, I don't know. I know I kind of ramble a little bit, and it's goes. I'm trying to figure out how to word this, and hopefully not offend anybody that listens to it that may know what I'm talking about, because it's not in that way at all. It's kind of a slap in my face to me, I would guess, because we have our place here. It's 80 acres. I have a man cave on it, and then we have the house. The house needs updated, needs some work. It's 2,800 living area, just 4-bedroom house. Not huge, not small, nothing special, just needs updated some stuff. And one of my son's friends, I'm not going to say which son or anything, one of their friends came over today. He's never been to the house, and great kid. The reason I'm so late doing this, we just spent some time kayak fishing there in the pond and everything. He's a year or so older than one of my sons, and the maturity level there was like, wow, this kid's, mature for his age. And it's probably because he's had to be. But we pull up, and he looks at the house, he's like, wow, it's huge. And I was kind of took back by that, because I grew up in a house trailer in South Louisiana, and my dad built kind of like a house around it and everything. So I don't think anything about houses when I pull up there or anything. It's just, and to have a young kid say that, and it's like, it makes you stop and think, because it's like, I grew up as that kid, and I've crippled my children in one way, because they don't realize how fortunate and lucky they are to have all the things they do, and get to do the things they do. Throwing this kid out in a kayak with one of my bait casting rods, and I gave him a DFO hat, you'd have thought I gave him $1 million by giving him the hat. Then I was taken aback, and it's like, then my boys did something, and he got on to them like, hey, like, da-da-da-da. It's like, wow. I don't know where I'm trying to go with this. It's, I guess, look at your circumstances. We're fortunate, and I guess I take it for granted, and I don't do as much as I should for other people. And that makes me stop and say what the fuck? Because, I know better. And it's like, wow. So I know I'm kind of rambling, and I'm, it's like, hell, I'm going to end up having the kid on here for a podcast before too long. He's cool as shit. Cool little kid. Like I said, he's got to be put up with my boys. My boys are hell. They're spoiled brats. I've made them that way. And got to fucking fix that problem. So that's where we're at on that. I know I kind of went on a I don't know, just I went off the rail, off the rocker there. Wasn't trying to. I just want everybody to stop and think and be like, everybody has it different. Some of us have it better than others. Yeah, I've worked my ass off, and I'm sure the other people have too. And I've caught some lucky breaks. And yeah, I'm happy to have those, but guess what? I want more. I want, and that's the difference. And a lot of people, they get that one or two lucky breaks, or they're just, and they're one or two lucky breaks away from busting out, and they don't. It's like, I've busted my ass and got some lucky breaks in the deal. And I look at my sounding board here. I've got 2 of them off to my left, and haven't really accomplished much on them this year. I've got a bunch of plans. We're looking at something else above me. I'm 2 weeks out from from where I should have been, that I'm not going to make that deadline. So I've got to stop and be like, hell, what the hell happened? Because I didn't make it. What did I do that created this problem? So we're going to, that's, I know I've been on like a 10, 15 minute probably ramble, but what I'm going to dive into now is, what the hell is going on with these tags? Now, okay. Oh, Oklahoma like double the price on their non-resident. Cool, whatever. um, which sucks for a lot of people. My first year here, I spent the non-resident tags. I paid $300 something, and the only reason I did that was because I was living in a rent house and did not want to take off and change my license to the rent house, my driver's license. Then when I and be able to get a residence hunt license, then I have to change my driver's license again. So ultimately, what I was looking at, take 2 days off of work, or leave 2 days early, whatever, or spend $300 in bow hunt. So I took $300 in bow hunting. Last year, we had our own place. I was able to buy resident tags. This year, resident tags are great. I'm good. I'm getting those. Non-residents doubled, and it's going to hurt a lot of guys that have guided up here and everything that it's out-of-state clients. Then you go to Colorado, they cut out over-the-counter archery tags. That's a draw now for over-the-counter archery elk. They think it's going to help alleviate the crowding. My opinion only. I didn't do the studies. I haven't really studied it. I really think they're going to up prices across the board in Colorado in a couple of years, due to the fact that now you're limiting how many tags you're going to have, so how many you're going to sell. So you've limited how much income comes in for parks and recreations and wildlife, however they divvy up their money. So it's going to turn into a money grab in the next couple of years. They're going to have to come up with a way to get money. All right. Nebraska. No more over-the-counter archery draw tags for deer. It's changed to a draw also. So we're getting into a place where draw is going to be the thing, and point creep is going to take effect everywhere. I wanted to hunt Nebraska this year in September, but with them changing that, I didn't. I chose not to. I put in and got a point. So and So now I have a point in Nebraska, a point in Kansas, a point in Iowa, and I'm still got to figure out the point system here in Oklahoma. Yes, I get it's more like a lottery. You just get more draws. I've got to call them tomorrow or Wednesday, because all that's over with, is my understanding. But I still show 0 points, where I should show points for the system, so that I could have for when I get ready to attempt to draw and put my name in, which will be a couple years out. I wanted to accumulate some points first, because I'm not sure what I wanted to do. Like I said, it's really changed the game, because now I'm looking at my board above my head of where I wanted to hunt and win. Well, Nebraska was on for this year. It won't be now. So Missouri's still over the counter. I'll probably do a Missouri or Arkansas over the counter. Haven't decided which one. More likely Missouri, because it's half the price of Arkansas. But Arkansas runs till February 28th. So it's kind of a toss-up which way I go there. But you guys need to really stop and look at what they're doing. Because every state's changing a bunch of stuff, and I think it's going to create license to go up price-wise. Like I said, I could be wrong. I'm not in the circle of knowing what they're really doing. But when you limit how many you were selling, and there's a point system, then you're going to limit how much money's taken in. But I also see the side of it's like Nebraska's going to become a sleeper state for some really good deer, I think, now. Just, then like Kansas is obviously a great state. Nebraska's going to become a sleeper state, I think. We'll see what happens. Oklahoma limiting, I say they limited, they didn't. They kind of doubled it. So when you double your license fee, I think they're going to eliminate a lot of out-of-state hunters here. I've got a cousin that owns an outfitter service here. Great dude, great outfitter service. I'm not going to name drop, because I don't know if he'd be okay with me doing it, because what we were discussing the other day, it's like, license, we're going up. I don't remember if it was June 1st or July 1st. I think it was June 1st. But I called him like a month ago when I found out it was going on, a month and a half. I'm like, hey, you might want to tell all your clients to buy their license early, because, I understand that, say a $3,000, $4,000 hunt, and you're expecting a $300 license. Cool. So now we're $4,300. Okay, well then plus your fuel, plus whatever. But now all of a sudden the license are $700, 300. It's 600 to 700 now instead of the 300. That makes a difference. So it's like, I don't know how people are going to react to it. Sorry about that. I screwed up. If you hear some music in the background, did not mean to do that. But yeah, I don't know how it's going to affect some of these out-of-state guys coming in to do over-the-counter hunts here in Oklahoma due to the fact that it was easy to do it. Then I'm pretty sure the next year or so they're going to change it to non-residents won't be able to draw elk tags, but I could be wrong. I just, because I see where it's going with all the people pissed off and bitching and complaining, because you got guys that have been trying to draw for 30 years and they didn't draw, but out-of-state guys drew tags. And it's just because Oklahoma's is a lottery system, not a true point system. So, because you got guys with 30 points. So, then a guy his first year drew, he's just lucky. So that's how it is. But I think we need to start really examining where we hunt, because if you got some places in mind, you better jump into them soon, because things are changing rapidly. And also, speaking of changes, Nebraska threw some things out there where they're allowing, I think it's gonna be resident only, but they're allowing cougar hunting this year. Then so that'd be pretty cool. Then I want to say Missouri changed several things this year too. Nothing that seems like it's going to be a big deal breaker for anything. Then in Wyoming, the mule deer herd, they're saying it's so riddled with CWD that it could nearly vanish. I don't know. It's getting to be a lot of shit to look at. So y'all stay. I know this one started on a whole different thing than what we're ending on, but don't take for granted what you got. I know you worked your ass off to get it, and I know that because like we all do. Don't take for granted what you got. I'm not saying give anybody a handout, but also remember what's just normal to you is ooh and ah to somebody else. And that hit me. I don't know why that hit me like a ton of bricks the way it has. And I think because it kind of made me realize how spoiled my boys are. So I'm about to shut this one down. I know it's been kind of all over. Remember, introduce somebody to outdoors. You never know what it'll do for them. Thank y'all. Delta Lodge Outdoors, Julius Craig.